the game's grounded to. It's in early access. I think it's been out for 8 months. And they've been adding content to it. So it's one of those situations where, because we're jumping into it 8 months in, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 like story quests we have to choose from. So there's a lot of content to get through. We've played 50 hours and we've only done like, I'm going to say 50% of what there is to do, but that's probably being generous. I think there's more. You play as children who have been Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style, made miniature by an evil corporation. And the evil corporation is being attacked by like an angry ex-employee or something like that, who has shrunk herself down, gotten this badass suit of armor, and then she's like a like crazy villain that's like fucking with the park. But there's lots of other stuff to do. There's big boss fights, and it's
Why
survival.
Does the corporation want really small children?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't think it was supposed to be children. I think, but they're running these miniaturization experiments in general. I think it's an easy way to like hide from the EPA and other like government regulation stuff. They can just make a tiny little like scary experiment, and there's no like building to inspect if anybody came around. But I haven't really delved too deep into I didn't play Grounded 1, so I think I got left out of that. It's real fun though when you're fighting the bugs. I haven't been scared. I played Phasmophobia 100 hours. I never got spooked. I mean, I can deal with these ghosts. When a fucking wolf spider comes out of nowhere, the sound design is so good. He's just like, and he's on you, and I don't like spiders, and it's huge. I mean, you're as the game goes on, at first you're like, oh, big spider. You soon learn that was not a big spider. That is a spider that exists. And as it goes on, like every time you see a new spider, you're like, huge spider, biggest one we've ever seen. And eventually you run into wolf spiders and tarantulas and stuff, and they're so enormous and towering over you. And you've got to like parry their attacks and stuff. And they built it like an RPG. So there's an archer class, a mage class, a rogue class, and sort of a sword and shield, spear and shield type class.
So before your internet cut for a second, making me think there was a gap, but it's okay. That was trying to explain my interrupting. Did you try out the arachnophobia mode?
So I think that just makes the spiders less scary.
Yes. Yeah. It turns them into silly cartoon spiders.
That's the opposite of what I would have thought.
It is for people with arachnophobia.
Yeah.
And I didn't keep it that way, but I was like, what's this do? And suddenly all the spiders are very silly. Dangerous. They play the same, but they're silly.
I want to be spooked and startled. The scorpions are very scary. I'm probably most afraid of them, and the wolf spider. But at this point, we've got like a big base, and it's defended by like walls, and they come and raid you at night. So like you get these attacks of bugs of various size. And
what about your trained bug army? Are they no match? Because I know you said you trained an ant or something.
Yeah, those are called buggies. Those are your transportation. I have a red ant, a black ant, and an orb weaver spider. They all do different stuff, but mostly they help you get across the park really, really fast because you're like a centimeter tall, so it takes forever to get across a real world size park. And when you get up high and you see how big everything is, you're like, oh my God, I've been living next to a cooler my whole life. Like 10 hours, we haven't left the cooler yet. I'm digging it. It's so fun. We've been grinding for 50 hours.
What's the currency? Like leaves?
There's no it's more crafting. There's no like currency, but there's like rare crafting items, like you're always getting better versions of things. You make your armor out of bug parts. There's like mantis armor and orb weaver armor, and like your daggers are spider fangs with poison in them and stuff like that.
What class did you pick?
Rogue. I've been running around with ice daggers, and like spider armor on. It's very scary.
Is it?
I should know this.
Look at my character. I'm like, ugh.
What does rogue mean? Does that mean you're like a dexterity zip around but not strong guy? Like the Legolas?
The highest DPS in the game. I'm like dual wielding daggers and stabbing, whereas like the other character might be an archer or a mage with a staff, or
so mage,
like
I know that means wizard. Paladin, I know that means knight. I don't know why people don't use words that I know.
Well, that's the paladin's different than a knight.
A holy knight. He has a cause.
Yeah, he's taking
okay, yeah. And a knight with an imaginary friend. What is a rogue?
It's
usually
focusing
like a thief,
on
too.
DPS and crit
Oh.
damage.
At least in other games, rogue, you like get sneak and stealth and like stealing
It
ability.
It depends on the game.
Yeah, it depends on the game.
Here it's mostly about crit damage and dual wielding and like finishing 3-hit combos quickly. So because you get a bonus at the end of each one. So like getting as many of those thrown out there as possible. I'm mostly running in and just like stabbing a lot.
I could see enjoying rogue.
It's a good time. You can play whatever character you want. We've got tons of stuff.
In the Souls world, I like dexterity builds, which sounds like the closest to the ones you've talked about. Maybe the arrow guy too. I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
Like there's different kinds of arrows. In Vermintide, that was like a dexterity kind of vibing, quick light hits, shredding arrows, but other people have like great bows and it's not the same at all.
Yeah, there's
like snipers.
There's tons of different kinds of ammo for the bow because you can do, I guess there's like mints in the park, like candies, and there's like spicy candies, and you use those for those elemental charges. So you're getting these like little, you're breaking these spicy candies out.
So you have to like find a fireball, and then that gives you Well,
you mine bits of it, and then you can craft like a fire staff that will shoot globules of like molten fire stuff, and the same for the ice staff, but it's like icebreaker mints or something like that you're breaking apart. And there's different elements, lots of stuff. There's acid, but acid is just sour candy. You get puckered.
Are you getting fucked up by bugs like a third of the time, a quarter of the time?
We're fucking shit up
because you said it was like Dark Souls, and I know you die all the time in games like that.
I don't die too much. I try not to take too many fights that are like overwhelming. But when we do boss fights and like events, we'll like fail the first 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and sometimes we're like, we're too low level for this. We've got to go back to the drawing boards. We gotta get some mint tea. We gotta reduce our sizzle, and it'll be like 10 hours later. Yeah. When you go into hot places, you get sizzled.
What's the ultimate bug? Like the end game boss, like a praying mantis?
So there's bosses. The praying mantises, we just karate chop now. Like they're not a problem.
Oh.
There's some really annoying ones, like the flying things, like fireflies and wasps are really annoying. The wolf spider is kind of the biggest normal enemy, but there's tons of bosses. So there's like a cockroach queen. There's like different variants of enemies. So like each variant is like the same thing but tougher. There's a lizard. They just added a lizard. I think we're gonna try to fight the lizard.
That's got to be the number one. Like it is.
I think
it's a whole new
be.
Type of animal.
Yeah. We're leaving the insect world. No more arthropods. It's a lizard, and it's like a gecko or something, like a fire gecko. But there's a snake. I don't know if you can kill the snake, but it's always like making its way through the park, and you jump on its back and ride it around. Kind of like the sandworms in Dune.
Does it bite you?
If you get near the head, it will. It'll gobble you up real good.
At the end of this, are you going to return to being normal-sized children and narc on the evil lady? Like, is that the kind of the goal?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh. I assume you know everything about every game you play because you always do those deep dives and
this one's still early access though, and like I'm not even sure if the whole story's fleshed out. Like there's tons of content there, but I don't know. I would imagine the first thing they did when they released is like there's clearly a main story, but there's like several parallel stories that are equally in depth and complicated, and we're kind of mixing and matching as we level up to do them. I built a hell of a base. I got on yesterday morning at like 10 a.m. and Scum got on at 5 p.m. and and I had not stopped or blinked for 7 hours. He's just like, whoa, what have you done? Like, I've been going for a while. Yeah, I see that. Is this all Pebble?
is Pebble the fancy floor? I'm assuming you were out there really collecting.
It's like how you make like a concrete foundation, basically. And I made the entire base like a concrete foundation. I built a big hut with 2 levels and like stored all of her stuff. I decorated.
Do you have defenses? Like, is it a game where while you're offline, you might get raided by the AI bugs?
We got it. Not when you're offline, but they'll raid you when you're online, and then you can't like go to sleep or like get away from the raid. You just have to let it come. But I've got like acorns on top of my base that you get inside of, and they like rotate, and you shoot like acorn ammo at the bugs with those. So that's pretty sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seems like you're having a ball.
I'm having a great time.
That's
It's
a
great.
fun.
I'm looking forward to this is being
concept.
over because I think Scum will be home from work. Like we can get on play. I'm looking forward to. I gotta turn the water on in the greenhouse. You know, I mean, how long I was looking for those misting nipples. My God, all night.
I can't imagine. You
Yeah,
guys have a
yeah.
nice 24-hour shift going. It sounds like you're playing enough. Like we've all experienced this because we've all gamed where you like get up to make yourself lunch and like your eyes sting because you haven't seen real light all day, and when you blink, they're so dry. You have to peel your eyelids back. I get that
dry
when I
eyes
play RTS
anyway.
games.
So I've got really good eye drops. But sometimes when I'm playing a game like this, when I'm doing combat and I'm actually trying to like parry these strikes and trying to recognize which attack is coming, is this the 5-hit combo or the delay 1-hitter? Is it the left or the right? Is he going to spit at me?
Sounds Souls-like.
And like trying to memorize that for all the goddamn enemies. And so I'm just like not blinking. I'm just parry, 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 delay, parry. I did it. And the spider's just 1 health bar is gone. Fuck. That's a good time.
20 times.
Yeah, you've got to do it so many times. But when we gangbang the bosses, you can see their health bar just bleed down. Like it's definitely tuned for 4 players, and the difficulty doesn't lower as when you played solo. So solo is really hard, especially if you're playing on the hard difficulty. For me anyway, I would get beat up a lot. But when we play with like 3 of us, we just beat the shit out of almost everything.
I don't think it was supposed to be a really scary movie, but when I saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as a child, like it did scare me because I was like, oh my gosh, this is just a movie. In real life,
did you cry when the
shrink rays? But like you would be fucked. Like the first ant you come across, the first anything, because in that game, like it sounds like they're about the same size as you. Like first of all, bug faces, horrible up close. Terrible things up close, monstrous. Thank God they're so little. But I remember being afraid of that and being like, Rick Moranis should have been more careful. There should have been a lock on that door at the very least.
Unplug it. Unplug the shrinking ray when you step away. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
you wouldn't leave like a boiling pot of water on the oven when there's kids around. Why would you leave your shrinking ray plugged in and like ready to go?
Oh, how did they trigger it? Do you remember?
They like tripped and fell.
Someone's
or something.
Like slipped on a tennis ball or something. Does that sound right? I don't remember exactly.
I didn't watch it a lot because I always got really sad when the ant died. Like that bummed me out as a kid a lot.
No, I didn't care about the ant.
Really?
I was just thinking, like, as soon as they got back to normal size, I'm like, someone needs to call CPS.
It gave its life to save them from the scorpion, and they defeated the scorpion.
Unrealistic. Scorpion would have fucked him up.
And when they're eating that oatmeal cream, they're eating like a oatmeal cream pie, and they're just getting these double handfuls of the cream. And that's what I loved as a kid. I was like, I want that. I want a giant oatmeal cream pie that I can like double fist chunks of cream from.
That was a good scene. I did like that. I remember liking that.